I remember this one time, I'm in my living room and I sit down, I get my pencil, I get my ruler, and I open it. And I start reading the first sentence, the second sentence, the third sentence, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth. And that same day, I read almost half of an entire book. But that wasn't the whole story though. Because a few minutes ago, before I sat down with my ruler, with my pencil, I was in my room and I was watching self-improvement videos. I knew I wanted to read. I knew I wanted to get all this knowledge from this book, but I didn't feel motivated. And something you can take away from the story is that waiting to feel motivated is one of the worst things you can do, because you need to understand that you don't need to be in the mood or you don't need to feel like it to actually do something. And you need to understand that also when you start doing something, when you start going in motion with your task at hand, whether it's your business work, your workout, your whatever good habit you have to do, whenever you actually start doing the task, you actually begin to feel motivated as you do it. Because I remember when I was 9 years old and I was in piano lesson, I didn't want to do piano. When I was like walking into the building, I didn't want to do it. I didn't feel like doing it. But as soon as I started playing and the teacher started helping me, I felt so much better. I felt so much more motivated to do it. It felt fun to listen to the music I was playing. You need to understand that you get motivated as you do the action. And waiting for a magical bus to pick you up and give you motivation is probably not the right approach. And that is why the first law, or whatever law it was about Newton, it was like an object that goes in motion stays in motion. If you start reading right now, if you start going to the gym, if you start doing whatever task you have to do, writing, your business work, then if you actually start doing it, then you're more likely to actually continue doing it. Imagine it's like a snowball up in the top of the mountain. You have to kind of push it up. Let's say this is the mountain, right? You're kind of pushing it up. You're kind of trying to like, oh, I don't really want to do it. I could just leave the snowball and it can just roll back and I'm not going to really accomplish anything. Or I can keep really just get the snowball up to the mountain. And as soon as I start doing the task, it's just going to roll and roll and roll down the mountain. And that's going to be you being in motion and staying in motion. So an actionable way you can use this into your life is convince yourself that you're going to do a task for 5 minutes. Whether it's you getting ready to go to the gym, whether it's you studying, whether it's you doing 5 minutes of your business work, just make a deal with yourself that you're just going to do it for 5 minutes. So what that would look like is 5 minutes of you getting ready for the gym will be you filling up your water bottle, putting on your shoes, changing into your workout clothes, and putting on your headphones and filling up your bag with whatever you need. With your studies, you can be like opening the book, opening up the chapter, opening up the lecture, and actually doing a little bit of the work. And with your business work, you can literally just be getting up from your bed or really just opening the tabs that you need to do, scripting a video, or doing whatever you need to do for your business work, like making the dropshipping page or outreaching or cold calls or whatever. Just convince yourself that you're going to do it for 5 minutes. And after those 5 minutes, do whatever you want. Let's just do it and just leave it. Just after you put on your gym clothes, just realize that, okay, well, I did the 5 minute thing. But what you will notice is that since you already did this 5 minute thing, then you're already a little bit going in motion. And since you're already in your workout clothes, you're like, oh, I might as well just go to the gym. If you've already got the Notion document or the document open for your studies, and you've already got your textbook, you've already got the lecture, then you're like, oh, well, I might as well just do it. Think about it this way. How are you going to be consistent in your workouts for like an entire hour if you can't even get yourself to do 5 minutes of it, the beginning of it? Because these 5 minutes don't really look very productive. But what you need to realize is that whenever you actually have done this 5 minutes, then you're just way more likely. You're already in motion down this hill. You're already in motion to continue your studies. You're already in motion to do business work. You're already in motion to do the task that you need to do that you've been procrastinating on. And another practical way you can implement this into your life is highlighting the benefits of you doing the task right now. Because like I said, motivation comes from you being in motion, but how can you, the hardest bit of actually getting into motion and actually completing and doing a task is actually starting it, or usually it is. And a very powerful tactic you can use is highlighting benefits. Because I remember I was sitting down watching self-improvement videos, doing nothing, just like I knew I had to work out. I was in my room just watching self-improvement videos and I knew I had to work out. And I thought to myself, why do I even work out? And I really thought to myself, I work out because I want to build muscle. I want to have more confidence. I want to attract more women. I want to feel better. I want to be healthy. I want to be able to feel tired when I go to sleep because I did work. I did some exercise today. And when I saw it in that angle, I was like, okay, well, I want to work out. Oh, if I work out, then that means I'll get women. Okay, I want to work out now. Like, really use your primal desires. Link you doing the task right now to you living the life you want. For example, doing your business work or doing meditation or really doing whatever you feel or not doing right now is like, if you do it right now, then you'll be more disciplined. If you're more disciplined, then that means you'll be more likely to do most of your good habits. If you're more likely to do your habits, then you're going to attract more women. You're going to be more healthier. That means you'll be able to attract more women if you're healthier. And if you're healthier, you'll be able to focus more in business work. And if you're more focused in business work, that means you're more likely to hit a flow state. And if you're more likely to hit a flow state in your work, then that means you're more likely to reach financial freedom. You're more likely to attract more women. You're more likely to be higher status amongst other men. Men will respect you, men will look up at you, men will ask for advice from you. Really use your primal desires to leverage you starting to do a task that you don't feel like it. So just remember the 5-minute rule of you just starting to do something, so you actually begin to get into the motion of it and highlighting the benefits, so you actually get to actually do it, rather than just sitting in your room kind of just like going like, oh well, like I can do it later or I can do it tomorrow. Just do it right now. It's gonna feel boring, it's gonna feel tired, but you're going to be so grateful when you actually do it.